you like fascinating stylistic matchups, perhaps this one is for you. We have got a decorated BJJ practitioner here, and a lot of no-gi success. So most people believe that as he crosses into the UFC and gets deeper in his MMA career, he's going to realize a lot of success.
Well, that translates. You know, the no-gi is what translates to mixed martial arts. The gi jiu-jitsu is very good. It's very good to develop and learn it. But the no-gi relates more to fighting than anything. The no shirt, the nothing to grab. This guy is so good on the ground and so good at no-gi jiu-jitsu that he can apply it to mixed martial arts. That's why you see him get so many submission victories.
Man, at least when you're not wearing a gi, you can't get clock choked to sleep by your pajamas. So we'll see how it goes for him tonight, but there is no denying how good he is on the ground. Get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, the one, the only Nate Diaz, making the walk yet again. It's been a long time, but Nate Diaz is back tonight. He has put in all the right work. You know, few guys in this division work harder than Nate Diaz. It's good to see him back.
And you notice it, John, right? The cardio. The cardio is one thing that stands out about Nate Diaz. He looks like he's just touching guys with all of the strikes, but the build-up from all the activity that he puts out usually will make his opponents wilt. And once he gets into the ground, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt that can finish the fight with a number of submissions.
Yeah, he'll hit you with the open hand, too. He'll invoke that Stockton slap. You think we see that tonight?
Stockton slap, but it's just so disrespectful. What I love watching is so Nate Diaz.
Gotta get you a Lafayette slap or something. Good to see Nate Diaz back here tonight, one of the biggest fan bases in the world, and they're all watching the pride of Stockton, California tonight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Gunnar Nelson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
With a dozen wins by submission, here is Nate Diaz yet again. Known though as a boxer, those hands are going to come at you right out of the chute here tonight, and they probably won't stop over 15 minutes. Nate Diaz, a very tricky proposition, really for anyone at 155 or 170 pounds. Well, now if you're the opponent, you've really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
All right, we go to the clinch right now where this looks like he might attempt the guillotine now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
That guillotine choke is getting tight, but you can't just squeeze. You got to get your hips into your opponent if you want him to tap.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Making all these shots count. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Nelson's in half guard. Close guard.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm to get pressure on the choke. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nelson. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate it.
Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Diaz.
More strikes to the head.
Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Oh! Circling to his right.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Diaz gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. Might be able to hook onto an arm here. Ooh, arms in tight.
How in the world did he escape that submission? Great defense by this fighter.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestle stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Nelson's in half guard now.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
All right, working on a submission now.
And they're both fighting now.
Oh, that is gonna do it. That's gotta be it. Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
"15 seconds remain in the round."
Another big takedown. In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
Third round underway. Oh, nice strike landed there by Nelson. Lunges forward with a left there. Nelson gets caught by another straight punch there. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Straight punch. Oh, that looks like some head trauma. Beautiful combination. Big shots being landed on both sides here. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. The right hand just misses. Well, he continues to manage distance beautifully and take advantage of that edge and reach. Right now, a little separation between the two fighters. Diaz gets tagged by that stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight.
Good jab.
Oh, and that's a huge knee to the body.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
That guillotine is tight.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Obvious redness on the right side of his body. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Nelson's pass attempt denied. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Diaz is in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. He needs to try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight. Big time arm triangle situation here. He's very close to finding the finish, but he's got to take his time if he doesn't want to lose the position.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Lands a nice leg kick.
Well, new round, same result as he continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous round.
Liver kick.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Well, he might be working towards an attritic knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. That has been the most significant stat in this fight. The body strikes landed for this young man, working here towards the best performance of his UFC career. Oh, he is hurting for certain. champ. Look at that redness underneath his elbow.
He's going guillotine.
Oh, great submission defense. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Nelson's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Oh, he's going triangle here. Oh, that sub is tight. This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, he's got his knee on the belly, raining down punches here. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Nelson. All right, side control now. Diaz is able to transition back to side control now. All right, he's got him in the north-south position here. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now.
Oh, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Well, he's got his back now.
Oh, right into mount.
Under 20 seconds now to go. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in the submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of.
Ready. Ready. Good.
We have arrived at this fifth and final round. He is stunned, drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Nelson. All right, looks like he's setting up for a finish here.
He's got the sub locked in.
Just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Gonna try to take his opponent's back here, and he does.
There it is, now he's running him out. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
2 minutes now to go in this one. Oh, another bruising shot right to the body. I wouldn't think you want to take too many more of those.
No, John, you gotta defend. You got to address a tactic that has worked this many times this early in a fight. You cannot allow it to continue to build, because once that momentum gets...
Connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, tie, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. Oh, big right hand!
What a last minute!
Oh, nice.
Diaz is back into full guard.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Diaz is trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Look at him, he's got the posture. Oh my goodness, look at this. He slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job, great technique. I mean, great physicality.
Yeah,
This youngster.
what a fight. 25 minutes turned in. Well, don't leave it in the judges' hands. A little bit easier said than done. Competitive, close fight. You got to lean either way.
I mean, it is horrible when you walk back to the center of the octagon not knowing exactly who won the fight. I thought he won a lot of the striking exchanges, but it wasn't very clear. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the decision.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 48-47, Nelson. Judge 2 scores it 49-46, Diaz. And Judge 3 scores it 49-46. For the winner by split decision, Nate Diaz!
All right, so one of the biggest superstars on this roster, top to bottom, Nathan Diaz getting his hand raised tonight and still showing you, DC, several years into this thing, he can still compete and beat the best guys in the world.
People used to talk about Nick and Nate Diaz. He was the little brother, and he wants to still be Nick's little brother. But right now, Nate Diaz stands alone. Nate Diaz stands on his own as one of the best fighters in the entire UFC.